Hi, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, happy January. Eventually I'll stop saying that at the start of my videos this month, but until then, Happy New Year. Today I am doing the JAN-uary book tag. This was created by Jan Agaton here on YouTube. I will leave her down in the description so you can check her out, as well as the questions in case you want to do this tag as well. But since her name is Jan, and it's like a beginning of the year check-in, if you will, for the year. Yeah. That's how that works. The point of this tag video is kind of like a start of the year check-in where we talk about some books, some goals, you know, the whole shebang, and kind of reflect on the previous year, which right now is 2022. Crazy. That's how time works. So let's just jump right in with question number one. What was the last book I read in 2022 and what was the first book I read? The first book that I read in 2022 was The Valkyries by Paulo Coelho. I listened to the audiobook on a road trip. Big mistake. So bad. Started off the year with such a bad book. Many regrets. But this is the same author who wrote The Alchemist, which is a book I truly adored. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend to everybody. The Valkyries, though, is a fictionalized autobiography, if you will, that is the fictionalized true events of Paulo Coelho's adventure, where he's dabbling in dark magic or something. It's not good. He treats women like absolute trash. It's quite upsetting. So I don't recommend. If you're gonna read Paulo Coelho, read The Alchemist. Leave it at The Alchemist. Everything will be better. So yeah, that was unfortunately the first book I read. But the last book I read of 2022 was Fruits Basket by Natsuki Takaya. 5 stars. I already knew I was gonna love it. I absolutely love the anime. The anime makes me sob like a baby all the time. It's so sweet, so heartwarming. I love all of these characters so dearly. I'm going to be reading all 12 volumes of the collector's edition that I bought. I'm just so happy to have these. I will make volume 2 the second read of the year. That might actually be a question. Yeah, question 2, what's the first read of the year? It's gonna be the second volume, which is already by my bedside. So volume 2 of Fruits Basket. So much love for all of them. In this, we're following Toru Honda, who is orphaned when her mom dies from an accident. And so she's like living on the Soma clan's property without knowing, in a tent. And then the Soma members find her, take her in. It's very found family. There's some romance like much later down the road, but I just love all the characters so much. I love the relationship that Toro builds with Yuki and Kaio and just everyone. It's also really fun because the Soma clan has the spirits of the Chinese zodiac animals possessing them, and so at times they turn into actual animals, and it's so fun figuring out like who is what animal and why, and just like how it reflects on their personality. Oh, so good. So yeah, I'm very happy that this is how I ended the year and how I'm starting 2023. It's just a good sign. Plus, like, it's the start of the manga era. I'm gonna learn how to read manga better. I'm gonna have a good time. It's gonna be fun. Question number 3 is to share 3 reading goals for the new year. My first goal, which is a big one, is to read 150 books. I read 142 last year, which was far more than I ever thought I could do. Here's hoping to jam-packed months filled with books and non-mental health slump months. That's the goal. So if things go well this year, 150 is like super achievable. If things don't go well this year, I'm at least aiming for 100. I don't feel bad if I change my goal, but 150 is like the dream goal. This year I actually want to stick with my reading journal. I did not at all. I think I got up to April, and I never really like inputted the books that I was reading. I did not stick with it. I'm hoping this year to try a new journal, try a new system, stick with it. Love it. I really want to have that like creative artsy aspect back in my life, so that's definitely a goal that I would like to achieve, as well as interspersing, is that the right word? Intersperse. I also would like to include more reading challenges where I can do like the swapping my phone time for reading for like a week or whatever, reading a book every day of the month, Bookmas and or Bookmas or Booktober. I did Booktober last year. We'll see if I stick with that again, but just more challenges to get me to read more. I would like to be one of those readers that can read almost every single day of every month, but I'm super not great at that, and so I slack, and then I have to like binge read a bunch of stuff on the weekends or at the end of the month, and so I'm gonna try to do better this year about that. The next question is to share 3 most anticipated releases of 2023. The first one is obviously Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. This I don't think has a cover yet, and I think it's supposed to come out in February, which I'm hesitant about just because there's no cover. I don't know. Either way, I'm incredibly excited. I'm also excited for Heartstopper Season 2. I'm hoping will come out maybe like this summer. That'd be the goal. I'm so excited though. I love Heartstopper with my entire being, so I'm ready for the next venture. I definitely also want to pick up the like novel versions that I haven't read yet. The next that I'm so excited for, I've already pre-ordered both of these next books, but House of Roots and Ruin, which is the sequel sort of to House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. I adore this book with everything in me. It's one of my all-time favorites ever. So the fact that we're getting like a companion novel following a different younger sister is so exciting. I love Erin A. Craig's writing and her world, and especially that world. I'm very excited to see what this has in store. And I'm also very excited for In These Hollowed Halls, which is a short story anthology collection. I don't know who all's in it besides Olive E. Blake, who I've not read from yet. And my favorite, ML Rio, which is the reason I pre-ordered it, which is the reason I got it, is because ML Rio is in it, and I just need more writing from ML Rio. So that's what I pre-ordered. I'm very excited. All I know about it is that it's a dark academia anthology. That's it. That's all I know. Question number 5, what goals did you or did you not reach last year? I did reach my goal of 100 books, which became 102 because I was reading really weird things. I read 142. It worked out perfect. Besides that, I didn't really have too many goals going into the bookish year. I will have more this year, hopefully. But yeah, I feel content with it being my second serious year reading. Like, it went well. Oh, the next question. Are there any 2022 releases I don't have a desire in reading? This pains me a little bit, and it's very hesitant. But I don't think I'm going to pick up any of Ali Hazelwood's books that came out. There was the novella series of 3 books, and then there was Love on the Brain. And although I really enjoyed Love Hypothesis, I did give it 5 stars. I'm not a big romance reader. I did enjoy it. I don't think I want carbon copy books that are still so similar, and I just don't see myself wasting that time reading those. I think that they're good. I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they're well loved. I just don't see myself picking them up like I thought I would. Okay, the next one. Habits that I want to bring into 2023. Reading more. I know it's like really silly to say, but I listen to a fair amount of audiobooks. I've been really slacking this last 4 or 5 months. So listening to more audiobooks, but just reading more in general, especially like on a more daily or weekly basis. Picking up a book in the evening. Why don't I do that more? Like, I enjoy reading, I love reading. I need to stop cramming it all on the weekends though. Like, I have the evenings to read. I should use the evenings to read. This next question I'm really excited about. Adaptations that are to come, or hopefully to come, we'll see. Heartstopper Season 2, we already know. Scythe is being turned into a movie. I am still halfway through it, but I will be finishing it, mark my words. But that's getting turned into a movie. I'm very intrigued, very excited about. There is a new Wonka movie coming out, a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory-esque movie that's coming out that I'm excited for. I heard that Netflix is adapting The Fall of the House of Usher into a movie and or TV show. And last year I read What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, which is a retelling, an extended version, if you will, of Edgar Allan Poe's short story. So I'm very excited to see how that gets adapted and what they add to it. And potentially, maybe, I don't know when this might be coming out, but the Percy Jackson Disney Plus movie and or show that they've been working on, I'm excited for that. I will read the books whenever that's closer to coming out. Alright, number 9, favorite bookish memories of 2022. Making so many friends. The people that I've met through Bookstagram and Booktube this year has been absolutely impeccable. It's made me so happy. I love them all so dearly. It's just like changed my life for the best. And I also started my TBR game in November for my year anniversary on Booktube, and that has brought me so much joy, such wonderful TBRs that I'm so happy with and so excited about. It's helping me read all of these many books on my shelves, and it's also brought in a lot more subscribers and viewers, which I know might sound dumb, but like, that is part of the YouTube thing, is you want people to find you and enjoy your content. So it is really exciting that there was a growth spurt there for a little bit after being stagnant for a while, and knowing that I can create content that people do enjoy, and like meeting new people because of it. So those are things that I'm very excited about. But also the readathon. In December, Eliza, Daphne, Kaylee, and I hosted our first ever collab readathon, our Decks the Hall backlist readathon, and I would say it was pretty successful. I had so much fun, even though mentally was not prepared for it. It was so much fun. Way more people participated than I thought. It was an absolute blast. And the final question, carryovers into the new year. As I kind of mentioned, December really wasn't it for reading and me. So, typically, my goal in December and January is to read any like failed TBR books that I still want to get to, finish any books on my current reads, so on, so forth. I didn't do that. Which means that I started January with 18 books on my current reads list. I have soft DNF a few since the month began, but it's still a lot. It's still a lot. I need to finish Morning Star by Pierce Brown, Scythe by Neil Shusterman, Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I'm reading Finley Donovan is Killing It, The Starless Sea, which is like a buddy read. There's too many. There's so many. It's not good. So hopefully in January I will go into like overdrive mode and I will read the TBR that I have set and all of the books that I need to finish on my current reads. And hopefully by February it'll be like a nice clean slate. That's the goal. That's the dream. But that's it for the tag. Let me know down below what you're reading for this year, what your favorites from last year were. I would love to know. I'm still curating a lot of end of year videos and TBRs maybe. So let me know for sure what you enjoyed, and that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed this video and hanging out with me. Definitely check out Jan down below if you want to do this tag. The questions are also in the description, or you can check out her original video. And I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Don't forget to give this a like and subscribe down below if you want to see more from me. It is January, which means content. I'm mostly posting like 4 times a week while I get all of my like end of year content over with, and then hopefully by February we can go back down to 3 times a week and like relax a little bit, but we will see. That's the goal. But that's gonna be it. I will see you guys very soon.